happens when you lock your knees and you've been exercising, you got that heart rate going up. You lock those knees, and the next thing you know, you start feeling a little lightheaded, and boom, you fall over. You've seen America's Funniest videos or other videos, and people like are getting married, and you'll see like the groom standing there, and all of a sudden he gets white and falls over. What he's done is he's locked, and he's compressing that nerve back there. So any exercise that we do, we need to make sure that we have soft knees. I'm not saying that you got to sit like this, but just make sure they're soft and you're not locking them. So let's just do a nice warm up, okay? So we're just going to bring those arms up. We're going to hold those arms up. We're just going to stretch to the ceiling. Standing like you've got a string or a rope, pulling that back up straight. And bring it over. What I like to do is I'll turn to the side so you can see. Soft knees, turning those toes slightly out, bringing it forward in what we call skier stance. And I like to bring my arms up and just pulse them, waking those shoulders up. And then I like to take them, after I do the pulsing, I like to pulse in towards each other as well. And that wakes those shoulders up. Roll those shoulders forward and back. Shrug those shoulders. Get all of that woke up. All right. You can tap it. Just give yourself some there you go. And you can stretch those arms out. And breathe it in. Let's stretch those legs out. You probably have seen the football players at your high school, when you went to high school, or if you're still in high school. What you're going to do is you're going to take one leg and you're going to bring it over the other. Okay? We're going to straight bring those arms up as high as you can, and I call this nose to knees. Basically, you're going to bring your body over. I'm going to turn so you can see. You're going to bring your body over, and you want to bring your nose as close to your knee as you can. You're going to be stretching all of these muscles out back through here. And slowly roll it up. So what we do to one side, we do to the other. Crossing the other leg over. I'll turn to the side so you can see. Straight back, bringing those arms up. And you're going to bring it over. Nose to knee. Slowly rolling it up. We're going to bring that arm across the body. We're going to stretch that shoulder out because we are going to be doing some shoulder and arm work. Roll those wrists, waking everything up. Waking everything up. Take a nice deep breath. You can march in place. We just want to get that blood flow going. Like I said, put you on some nice music. Run it. All right. So we got that body warmed up. All right. So now we've got that body warm. What I like to do is I like to start up. So what we're going to do, these are called jumping jacks. Everybody has done a jumping jack. If you haven't, full on jumping jack. You're going to do as many of these as you can. 20 seconds on. And then you're going to rest for 10. Now that would be a full on jumping jack. For those of you that are having to modify, you can do here, here, or you can do here. All right, if this is making your heart rate get up too fast, too quickly, step to the side. Because this is still part of your warm-up, even though this is part of your intervals, okay? The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to do squats. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see. With a squat, I like to pretend like I have a chair behind me. I'm going to be sitting in that chair. Knees are slightly bent right now. Toes are out a little bit. And you're going to take and you're going to push your bottom into that seat and bring it up. And push that bottom So you're going to do as many of these squats as you can for 20 seconds. And then rest for 10. For those of you that have been doing this for a little bit longer, you can set it up and bring those arms up above you. As many of those as you can do for 20 on, 10 off. You're going to do 3 sets of those. All right, so we've done our squats. So now we're going to do a plank. A lot of people make the mistake of doing a plank because they hurt their backs. If you have shoulder issues, this is something that you need to consult your physician about to make sure it's okay for you to do planks. All right, so to do a plank, we're going to take our hands, and we're going to place them down, taking those feet out. You want to make sure that your hands are beneath your shoulders, opening your fingers for balance, never dropping the back low. And we're not in yoga, which if you are, there's nothing wrong with yoga, but we're not in downward dog. You'll pretend like you have got a board on your back. Okay, so this is a plank. You're going to hold that plank for 20, and then you're going to rest for 10. Just rest and catch your breath. Now, you can do a high plank, or you can do what we call a low plank. When you are doing this, you need to engage your core, squeezing that core and your glutes. And you need to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth, holding that for 20 and resting. So that is what we would do of the plank. So we're going to do a plank to what we call a scissor or a jackknife. So going to be in the plank, and we're going to take those legs, make sure that your position is correct, you're not dropping your back. And what we're going to do is jack it open, feet together, bring it in, shoot it back, jack, together, in, out. Make sure that you are engaging your core. All right, that would be the full-on exercise. If you need to modify, step, 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 back out. That will be your modification. I'm not in your body. Remember that. Okay? So that was a plank with what we call a jack. All right? The next one I call the Chris Hemsworth. Some people call it the grasshopper. This is one of Chris Hemsworth's favorite exercises to do. It works the internal and the external obliques, which come across here. It's also going to work your glutes. So we're going to do, we're going to bring ourselves back out into our planking position. And we're going to take our right leg and we're going to bring it under, turning that waist in your hips. Back, other side, back. For those of you that need to modify here, and you're going to bring that knee in and sweep back and forth. Okay? That will be your modification. Okay? So full-on exercise. And move. As many of those as you can do for 20. Resting for 10. Next thing that we're going to do, these are called mountain climbers. This is where your sliders come in. If you have full carpet in your home, if you don't have the sliders, you can use a towel. If you feel comfortable doing these without sliders, it's great. I'm going to show you with and without. All right, so mountain climbers, get in position. Make sure those fingers are open for balance. And these are your mountain climbers. And you're going to do as many of these as you can for 20, resting for 10. Now, if you're one of the lucky ones and have sliders, I'm going to put this over here so you can see. Make sure you're careful with these because they are slippery. Placing your feet on those sliders. I like to go down on my knees, putting my hands out, pushing them out. Make sure you pay attention to your back. You're not here, you're not here. Pull these in. You can do singles, or you can do your mountain climbers here. as many of those as you can for 20 seconds on, 10 off. Those are your carpet sliders. Like I said, mine are Elite Core sliders. You can find them on Amazon, or you can go to elitecoresliders.com. All right, so we did the mountain climbers. So now I like to use my block. For those of you that are lucky enough to have equipment at home, if you don't have a block, if you have a brick, one of the larger bricks, or even a step. Some of you guys teach step, or you've got steps left over from back in the day when you taught us. So what I like to do is I place my yoga block here. You want to make sure, we're going to start with our right side. You want to make sure when you place your foot on that block, you've got your whole foot on there. Your toes and your heel may hang over. So we're going to step back, we're going to step up, and we're going to bring our knee up and step back. For those of you that want to raise the intensity of it, we're going to step in, arms up, and step back. Arms up. Whoop. Now low impact would be here. Or even lower, do it on the ground. And here, step back, step up. So what we do to one side, we did the right side, we're going to do to the left. So here we go. We're going to step it up. This would be lower intensity, step it back. Step it up and back. For those of you that want to go a little bit harder, raising that heart rate up, step, bring it up, take it back. Up, up, up. All right, bringing those arms up. For those of you that are doing it without it, we're just here. There you go, very good. Make sure that you're paying attention to your body. All right, so we did step ups. We're going to use our mat, and we're going to do what the Navy SEALs do. This is called Good Morning Ladies. So we're going to take a seat on our mat. All right, you're going to take your hands, you're going to build a little bridge, and you're going to place this at your tailbone, giving your lower back a little bit of support. You're going to bring it back. Shoulders are going to go flat on the ground. You're going to bring those legs up. You're going to drop those legs 1 inch to 2 inches above the ground. And you're going to open and close and do as many of these as you can for 20, resting for 10. Now, some of you that are beginners with this, there's no shame in not being able to put your legs 2 inches to 1 inch at the ground. You may be bringing it up, and this may be where you're at. It's okay. Do them here. That would be your modification. But at least try. That's all you can do. Your next one, you can bring them up. You can bring that leg down and reverse. Don't let your heels touch. Keeping those shoulders flat. Okay? Make sure you keep those shoulders flat. You do not want to hurt your neck. This is going to work your upper and lower part of your core. It's also going to work your back, which is also part of your core. All right? So those are called Good Morning Ladies. The next one, if you're like me, I hate to do burpees. So I had an instructor that was a master trainer actually show me what's called a reverse burpee. Much easier for me to do, okay? So I'm going to show you a reverse burpee. All right, so we're going to take it back, bringing our legs over our head, bringing our legs up, pushing up, and up. You're going to do as many of those as you can for 20 seconds, resting for 10, a set of 3. Those of you that need to modify, and you can only bring your legs to here, bringing those legs here, using your arms to push yourself up, Bring yourself up into that full position. Take it back down, nice and easy. I'm not in your body, so make sure that you're taking care of yourself. All right, so that's called a reverse burpee, all right? Now, the next thing that we're going to do is called ice skaters. They're not exactly the easiest thing to do on carpet, but they can be done, okay? I'm going to show you the full-on exercise. Like I said, as many of those as you can do for 20 seconds, rest for 10 instead of 3. So, these are ice skaters. You're going to do as many of those as you can for 20. For those of you that are just starting out and you need to modify, keep those arms to your side or down. As many of those as you can do for 20 seconds, off for 10. Those are called ice skaters. The next thing we're going to do is called the crab walk, okay? When I'm in the gym, we normally get to one wall. We're going to bring ourselves down into a squat, and we're going to crab walk. As many of these as you can do for 20 seconds on and 10 seconds off. For those that you need to modify, you're just going to take it nice and easy. Staying down in that crab position. As many of those as you can do for 20, resting for 10 resets. All right, so we did the crab walk. So now we're going to do what we call the frog hop to the football back. All right. So get yourself. Always soft knees. This is the full-on exercise. You're going to jump, landing soft knees, football back, football back, football back. For those of you that need to modify, soft knees, take it back. Soft knees, take it back. That's the frog hop. To football back. All right, so we are going to do some arms now. So if you do not have a block, you can use your sofa or a chair. If you decide to use your sofa, like I am here, bring those feet in, and you can do it here. Making sure the only thing that you're using, don't use your legs to push yourself up and down. You're using your arms because you want to work the triceps and the biceps. If you want to add some higher intensity, bring that leg up. What you do to one side, you do to the other. All right? So those working on the arms, you can do the same thing with your yoga block. You're just going to be closer to the ground. You can have it flat. You can stand it up here. Those of you that only want to do the one arms can stand it up really high, just depending on where you want to go. All right, so we are going to go into what we call Supermans. Supermans are going to work on the core as well. As you know, your core is here, all the way back through here. We're going to work on strengthening this part of your core. When you do these, you are going to feel a soreness in your lower back. But this is going to make it where if you're 20 to 90, you could reach for something, you can pick it up. And you're not going to go reach and go, ooh, I hurt my back. Or if you got that core nice and you've been working it, it's going to make it where you walk, your shoulders are back, and you're just going to walk. You ever notice those people that as they get older, they slouch forward and they're unbalanced and they're shuffling their feet? Your core plays a huge part in keeping you from having to walk that way as you get older. It keeps you coordinated. It keeps your balance going. Exercise is so good for you. I can't stress how important it is to exercise. So, we're going to take it down and we're going to work on the lower part of the core. It's going to engage your whole core, but we're talking about this part here. And these are called Supermans. Now, you're going to take yourself flat. I like to open my legs. Arms are going to go up. Your face, you're going to keep your head down. You are looking straight down at the mat. I'm going to start out with my right hand and my left foot. And I'm going to lift. As many of those as I can do for 10. And then rest. Next, it's going to be left hand, right foot. You're going to feel that in your glutes and your lower back. Next, it's going to be everything. Hands and feet, up and down. As many of those as you can do for 10 on, for 20, and then 10 rest. So after you've done all of that, if you've done those with your 3 sets, that should be 30 to 40 minutes for you, especially if you're first starting out. You've done a great job, and remember that. So you need to make sure that you're doing a cool down stretch. Since I'm already down here, where I was doing the Supermans, I'll take those legs out, back straight. I'll bring those arms up to the ceiling, and I will just take it, bending at the waist, and bring it over. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Make sure you are engaging that core. And bring it up. Stretch. And over. Bringing yourself up. Opening those legs. Arms are going to come up. You're going to take yourself over. Bring it up and repeat. You're going to take, at this point, so you can see me, back is straight. We're going to bring your arm up into the air, which this is my left arm. I'm going to take my left arm, and I'm going to take it towards my right foot. And just breathe. Now these exercises can be done before if you really want to get a good stretch out. Right arm to left foot. And bring it up. These exercises, like I said, can be done before to give you more of a stretch. Bring those legs together. Bring yourself up. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see me. So, another good stretch. We've been working that lower body. You're going to take that right leg back, making sure your heel is flat. And you're going to stretch it forward. Keeping your heel flat for me, guys. Opening those arms, bringing it behind you, and you really want to stretch, keeping that heel flat, stretch, back it up, relax, drop that knee, arm up, take it to the side. I'll turn this way so you can see what it looks like. So relax, dropping that knee, and take it over. Bring it up, all right? What we do to one side, we do to the other. Taking that heel back, you're flat, bringing it forward. So I'm going to turn to the side so you can see. Make sure that heel is flat. Stretching it forward. Opening those arms, interlocking the fingers, deepening that stretch. You're going to feel that from your Achilles all the way up into your glutes. Relax. Drop that knee. I'm going to drop it so you get forward so you can see. Bring your arm up. Both arms. Take it over to the side. Next one is going to be, you're going to take that foot, placing the heel on the ground. Toes are towards your chest. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see. Curl those toes towards your chest. Tucking your pelvis under. Bring yourself over, keeping your chin up. Hold. Drop that foot. Take it over. Give yourself a good stretch. Slowly bring it up. Next one, what we do to one side, we do the other. Heel up, toes towards your chest. Tucking that pelvis under, pulling that core in. Bring it over, chin up. Pull those toes towards your chest as tight as you can. You're going to feel that stretch in your calf. Taking that foot over, you're going to give yourself a good stretch. Slowly bring it up. You're going to bring yourself around. Toes are slightly out. Bend your knees. Slide those hands down your thighs. This is what I call the cat and the sway back. So you're going to drop your back. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see. Bottom is out, dropping your back. Now push it up into what I call a cat stretch. And drop. And up. You're going to slowly bring that back down. Toes are slightly out, knees are bent. You're going to take this shoulder to this knee. Nice stretch. Back to center, this shoulder to this knee. Bring it over. Bring it up. Slowly roll it up. Nice deep breath in.